Well, we're hanging out with one of the most creative guys in all of music today. And when you take a look at Rule Vision, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about.
Thank you for having me, Kevin. I'm happy to be here.
You were like one of the first artists that fans really championed around the show. It's a request-based show, so fans request their favorite artists. And like Rule, I remember your name being one of those first ones, and of course it's still top requested, so it's cool to finally get to do this. And around the EP, which is rad. You know, it's been out now, I guess, about a week.
It's weird, like, as soon as it gets to the end of the first week of release, that's how you really know, what's happening and how people are receiving it and people are liking it. And it's been really great, the feedback so far. So I'm really happy and just finally relieved to have it out.
Is there a song on it that you can think back to and went through the most revisions or the most back and forth between the final landing place?
I think it was definitely Say It Over, which was the one with Cautious Clay, which is the second single of the EP. So that one was written super, super quickly. It was written in like under 20 minutes, under 30 minutes. But like we had so many finished and like mixed versions of this song. Like I was just wanting to change it. So yeah, it was that one definitely went through a lot of stages.
Rule Vision is, I'm not just saying this because you're here, it's one of the most impressive things I've seen just from a rollout or a big release standpoint in music. How long did it and it's RuleTV.tv, I believe, or RuleVision.tv for those that don't know, watching on TV right now. But how long did that take to produce? Because it seems pretty immersive.
We knew when we were going into it that it was ambitious, and we were like, oh, we might pull this off, but we also might not. So like, let's just give it our best. Already my manager and my creative director, they live in Melbourne, and they're always doing like a bit of pre-production and like kind of setting up the studios and cast members and locations and stuff like that. So they were all kind of fixing that. And then when I got there, I did like a couple days of like photo shoots, and then we got all the clothes for the characters, and then we just shot for like a month straight, just like doing 10 to 12 hour days of shooting, whether it was the music videos, the bandstand stuff where I'm wearing the blonde perm and the blue suit, or just in the studio with like all the B-roll sort of Rule Vision stuff where it was the Rob Boss or the cooking show, stuff like that. So we just kind of shot that all in a month, and then it all came out like 2.5 weeks later. Crazy.
Is there a character you portrayed in Rule Vision that you feel is maybe closest to you in real life?
I think like Gruel, for example, Gruel is the character where I play, where I'm this kind of talk show host where I'm interviewing my whole team, and every question is just like trying to obliterate all their insecurities. I love playing Rob Boss, the Bob Ross parody, where I just paint a portrait of myself pretending that I know what I'm doing, and I've just made up a bunch of facts and stuff about the colors that I was using and stuff. So that was a lot of fun.
Here, get up on the couch. Do you mind if he joins us, Rule?
Oh, go for it. Oh, he's so cute. What's his name?
Banjo.
That is an extremely cute dog. Oh my God.
You gotta behave though. If you're on MTV, you gotta behave.
Never work with kids and animals, and you're working with both right now.
Yeah. You did mention that this this recent EP that you dropped last week was your most mature yet. Moving forward, in what ways do you think you could still mature?
In COVID, I've been locked in my studio, and I've kind of been forced to do everything myself. And I'm usually writing with my producer and phases, or with another writer, kind of bouncing off ideas. But now I'm doing this by myself. Like it's made me a lot more self-sufficient in terms of production. Like I'm learning to produce myself, and it's been fun like writing all my songs by myself again. Like that's also been like very therapeutic, I think. And you become a lot closer to the songs. So I feel like that is like another step up in maturity, just in terms of it all coming from me.
Banjo is telling us that he's sure to enjoy it.